Welcome back. Welcome back to An Athlete's Journey. I'm your host, Travis Reed. Today I got a special guest, somebody I just recently met on the gram, which is always good. But he is a baller, a young hooper. Didn't know, just found out he went to, the enemy of Long Beach State, Cal State Fullerton, you know what I'm saying? But he is hooping. Professional basketball player in Sweden, is doing his thing. Wanted to get him on the show because I wanted, get you younger guys that's hooping overseas, get y'all to listen to. But please introduce yourself.
My name is Arkim Robertson, and I'm from Grenada, the Caribbean. So, yeah.
What is that? Island boy.
Island boy, island boy.
All right. So we're gonna get right into it. How did your hooping dream? How did basketball start in your life?
Well, started playing basketball late, to be honest. I was playing like other stuff like volleyball, cricket, soccer. Because in the Caribbean, like there's a slim chance to like a young guy getting a scholarship to play basketball and stuff. So basketball was really my last option. So started playing basketball around 13, 14. Was the was one of the tallest guy in freaking high school, just running and dunk, and that's it. And then
yeah, I can understand that. That's what the NBA is now.
and then we had this little island tournament that we call the Windward Islands game. So it would be Grenada versus St. Vincent, St. Lucia, and Dominica. And I didn't know that coaches would be watching those games. So it was one year that we won the whole tournament, that we beat all the teams. And then this coach, his name is Coach Orlando from Oklahoma, a JUCO in Oklahoma, Athens, Oklahoma. So he was watching, but he wasn't watching Grenada. He was watching like the other teams.
Mm-hmm.
But he saw us like beating it really bad and stuff, and then he took interest into some of the players, and one of them was me. So I got signed from there, just playing in the Caribbean.
Really?
And yep, yep. Just by playing in the little Wheeler Island tournament, I got signed to a JUCO school. And the crazy story was he wanted me to go half and half, like he'll pay half and I'll pay half. And then my coach at the time was like, it's either you're gonna give him a full scholarship or he won't take it. And so lucky that I got a full ride to go to JUCO.
Man, that's crazy. Like I said, like the fact that you started at 14 years old, and then they just see you and play a couple games, you get signed on the spot. So that was, man, that's a blessing. I can't even talk about it. Now you already said that you played like cricket and so it's in all these other sports. Were you really good in those sports, or is this like you thought like, oh man, I gotta go straight to basketball?
I, I would say I was good in cricket, cricket and volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
I had to play football because of my little brother, because my brother was really good at football. So I was really good in cricket. Like I was a good batsman. Like I wasn't a good bowler, but I was a good batsman.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really good in cricket, and then I was good in volleyball. Like I used to block and just hit in the middle. And that
Of
was
course,
it.
of course. Obviously, you being an athlete and stuff. Yeah, I
so,
get that.
so those two sports that I was good at before I even touched a basketball.
Okay. Now, obviously, you didn't play like we call like AAU, so you didn't grow up doing that. But how did you even get to the all-star team of your country to even play on that? How did you get to that?
Oh well, I got to that by playing in my high school team.
Oh, okay.
So in my high school team, we have like it's 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 like Form 1 to Form 5. So I started playing basketball from Form 3, my last 3 years. So from 3 to Form 5, like that's when I started playing basketball. So I was
Okay.
really good then, and they just select I think it was 8 or 10 players, and I was one of them. So when we went, we got chosen to play for the Grenada on the 23 national team, and then we start winning and we start playing different islands. Um, and that's how I got the scholarship.
Wow. Okay, so that's how you do it. So you go from obviously playing because 4 and 5 is the highest, correct?
Yeah, yeah, Form Five
Okay.
is the highest. Like
Okay, so you
that's the last form, and then you finish high school from there.
okay, so you go from that in high school to the okay, then playing obviously the kind of like a national team thing, and you play against other
Yeah,
islands. Nice.
yeah.
Yeah. So is there like a big tournament that you go to when all these college coaches are there or whatever?
Well, actually, the coaches don't even. Well, I don't know if they come now, but I know Coach Orlando saw me on like YouTube. Like the game was live on YouTube, so he was watching through on YouTube.
Really? Okay. So he
Yeah.
saw you from YouTube and gave you a scholarship.
Yep, he
Okay.
saw me from YouTube. And gave me a scholarship, but then he actually took a trip to come to Grenada and see like if there's other players that he would like and is interested in. And then he came to Grenada, he saw like two or three other players and also gave them scholarship the following year and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. 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 So obviously you do well enough to get a scholarship, you know, to a JC in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
What would you say was the hardest thing, like in between playing on the island and then playing at the JUCO?
I would say when I went there, I had to adjust to the tempo of the game. Because in Grenada, like we don't play zone probably for the most part.
Hmm.
Maybe a man to man here and there. But when you come to JUCO, it's like a dog eat dog world. Like everybody trying to go at your head. Everybody trying to go at your head to see if you're good or not. And if you
Right.
can't hold your own, then I mean your ass in grass. So like I would say the hardest part was adjusting to like how the Americans play because man, first month I used to get cooked.
Did you?
Man, I used to get cooked the first 2 months, man. Till like I adjust and like get familiar with everything. Yeah, I was straight
Okay.
after that.
Okay. Okay. That's funny. You said you used to get cooked your first 2 months. All right. What do you remember most about your first year in college at JC?
Um,
JC.
JC, my first year, man, I remember waking up one morning in Oklahoma. Like I woke up one morning and I saw like the sun was hot and everything. And I'm from the Caribbean, so when you see the sun hot, like you go outside with just a tank top and the shorts and everything, and the weather is nice. When I walk outside, that sun was hot, but that wind hit me, my whole body shivered. Like it was so cold.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was back inside, man. I put some clothes back on,
No,
man.
yeah, no, trust me, I feel you on that one. I mean, I imagine Oklahoma probably gets pretty cold. I don't know, but um,
Man, we used to have thunderstorms and bliss and snowfall and like all them shits out there.
I feel you. Okay. So you do your 2 years at Oklahoma. How did you get to Cal State Fullerton?
Okay, so I think my coach Orlando is good friends with Danny Sprinkle. That was like a former coach in Castle Fullerton, and I think he offered Sprinkle, well, me to Sprinkle, and that's where the connection came. So I did my 2 years in Altus, Oklahoma, graduated there, and then fast forward from that, I signed to Castle Fullerton
What would you say?
through 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 Danny Sprinkle, yeah.
Okay, so what would you say is your biggest like success triumph? What was your biggest triumph in the JC? Was it just getting to Fullerton, or was it something different?
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, getting to Fullerton.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah. I would say that for
So,
sure.
all right. So you get to Fullerton, right? Um, what was the biggest down? What's the biggest difference between Division I basketball and JC basketball, in your opinion?
Man, how hard we work. Like the work is like nonstop. It's either you watching films or you working out or you doing something with one of the coaches because you got a coach for the guards, you got a coach for the bigs. It's either you taking therapy or you in the weight room. You know, it's just a working on in Concept Fullerton to the JUCO. I mean, JUCO, like if you pass the ball, you're not getting that shit back. Simple. Because everybody trying to prove themselves. Everybody trying
Right.
to prove themselves and show like, yo, like I belong on the big stage too. You know, and Concept Fullerton, it was like, yo, you working on your strength and you trying to improve your weaknesses.
Okay. Yeah, no. Because you already got the scholarships. You ain't worried about it. You know what
Exactly.
I'm
So
saying?
like they're really trying to elevate you to the next level of just trying to get you like in game form.
No, I got you. I got you. So, at Fullerton, you were you a starter for both years?
Yeah.
Okay. What would you say at Fullerton your greatest triumph was and your greatest failure was?
Um failure is my junior year when we didn't make it to the finals, when we lost to UC Davis off a putback from
Oh,
a
at the
guy named
buzzer?
Chini. Yeah, from a guy named Chini Maniki. I can never forget that. Chini Maniki take that away from us. So that was my biggest downfall in fucking Casa Fullerton. But my biggest success was when we won the Big West.
Yep. And everybody, he won it against Long Beach State, my former school. I was pissed off. I was at the game, mad, a little tipsy. you know,
That was the biggest success, man. We won that championship, man. We worked so hard that season for that. I'm not gonna lie, we was hurt when UC Davis beat us in that semifinals the year before. Like, we was
right?
really hurt. Yeah.
No, I imagine he was hurt. You know what I'm saying? I remember the 2 years I played in the Big West, we lost to Irvine my senior year by like 3. And then
Ooh.
we got upset in the second round my junior year. Against back then it was Boise State.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Boise State. Yeah, Boise State, Utah State, they were both in our conference,
Okay.
Idaho, but like now I know it's more West Coast than it is anything. The only far trip I go is Hawaii, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Hawaii. Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't I wish Hawaii was in our but they was in
Hawaii be nice, man. Hawaii be nice to go to.
I know, man. That's what I said. Like Hawaii, we played in the tournament. We played in the Big Island tournament when I was at Long Beach State.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Okay. So you do your 2 years at Fullerton, right?
Yeah.
What was the biggest lesson you learned in college?
Man, I would say for me because my senior year, I broke my foot, like my leg, like I broke my right leg, like after the whole season was ended and everything, because I was just practicing and stuff, like trying to get prepared to take the next step and see what's up. So my biggest lesson for me was like at any given time, like one little injury could just end your whole career. You know,
Yeah.
so I had one like little freak incident where I broke my shin and I had to do surgery. I had to put like a steel in my foot, and then I
Yeah.
had to do like 6 months recovery.
Yeah. You had a stress fracture.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep,
I have 2 of them. So I know. Yeah. I still
yeah,
got the steel plates in my leg, both my shins to this day.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Like that's one of my biggest like life lessons. Like anything can happen at the blink of an eye, man. Like you can't take nothing for granted. So when it happens, you just better cherish it.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. So you broke your leg. Did you miss any time for the net going into the your first pro season? It's a 2-part question. Did you miss any time going into your pro season? And did you attempt to go to the NBA or G League?
Okay, so no, I didn't attempt to go to the NBA or G League. And no, I also did not miss any time because it was a clean break, so it really didn't take long to heal. And then the recovery was going good as the doctor said. So like I was getting back to walk and run ahead of schedule. So in like 4 to 5 months, I was already running, jumping, doing stuff, like doing normal stuff. So it was really just to get back the strength in my freaking quad and make sure like everything is strong and everything is good. Start my own season. So by the time September comes, I was already ready to go.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you finish in March. Yeah, that's about March, and you figure like September. Yeah, it's about 6 months, 5, 6 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Have you and knock on wood, you haven't had any injuries since, huh?
Nah, knock on wood, man. I've been protecting myself all the time. So I know, man. The time I feel the slightest thing, man, I'm trying to check something. Like, yo, like what's this? What's like this paining me? Like,
All right.
yeah.
I got you. I got you. Okay. So let's talk about your overseas journey. You know what I'm saying? And how obviously how did you get to where you were at? So what was the first stop that you went to?
Okay, so my first stop was Argentina. My first agent, well, yeah, my agent at the time got me the deal to Argentina. So I went to Argentina my first year. Um, Stayed there for I think 2 or 3 months. Got cut there. Um, then I went to Brazil, finished the season in Brazil. Then I
And this is
went
this is
to
your first year?
yeah, that was my first year.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. I went to Brazil, played in the second league. Finished my season there. Then I went to Croatia.
Oh.
Then
Oh, the next
yeah,
year.
yeah, the
Now,
following year.
yeah. So the people, I guarantee the people's gonna ask, were you in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil?
No, I was in Pato Branco. That shit was like 10 hours away.
Oh, okay, okay. Because everybody
Man,
obviously, you know.
that was 10 hours away. That was the longest drive ever, man.
No, I got you. That's why I was kind of like, you was in Brazil? Oh. So did they give you an explanation why they cut you in Argentina?
Oh yeah, they did. So I was playing. We had this away game and started the game. Was playing pretty okay. Um, Played 6 minutes in the first quarter. Played 2 minutes in the second quarter, and didn't play the rest of the game at all.
Yeah,
So
obviously
yeah,
we discussed it, but let the fans know why.
so me and one of my foreigners was talking, and he was like, "Bro, we already know what that means. So you going home?" And then we got back from this long ass road trip, and it was like 2 or 3 in the morning. The head coach shoot me a message. They're like, Akeem, sorry, we can't wait no more longer. This could work. The idea is to bring in another big to fill your position in. Don't come to practice no more. Just come and collect this month's check, and then we book you a ticket. So I just told him, okay. I mean, I shoot my agent and let him know like what's going on and what's up and stuff like that. And he was like, well, just collect the check and then we'll figure it out later. So I went there the next day and got my check. The other guy was there already. The guy was 6'5", a freaking guard they brought in.
see,
But
see,
the
that's
coach told me he wanted to bring another big. Got there, there was a guard, 6'5". I'm like, so I guess he played a position 5, huh? I just took my check and be out, man.
no,
And
no.
then,
I'm telling you, it's how they do it, man. See, for y'all, I wanted to get, him on because he can tell you those recent stories, similar to old stories that I was telling him. We were talking about it, about those. They bring you in, you could be killing and they might not like you, or the vet doesn't get, he wants more time. Oh,
Man,
you know what I'm
you
saying?
out, you out of there. My vet wanted more time, so he used to complain to my head coach a lot, but he not playing a lot of minutes. So I guess that's one of the reasons like I was out of there because when I was out of there, he was starting and he was playing like damn it 30, 35 minutes.
Right. Yeah, but that's what be happening, man. They bring you in. Like I told you, we talked about it off air, but like the fastest cut I've ever seen ever. They flew a guy in. He came in Wednesday night. He
Mm-hmm.
practiced Thursday. He practiced Friday. We had a game Saturday. They didn't even let him play in the game.
Man, he
They
was
just
out of
said
there.
he was out. We was looking for him. Like, where's so and so? And it was like, oh, he's out. And so I text him, and I was like, yo, bro, what up? You come to the game? He was like, man, I got a ticket. I'm leaving tomorrow morning. I said, damn. Me and other Americans,
Yeah,
like, they cut him that fast.
they didn't waste no time, man.
Yeah, they was like, they had him a ticket by Sunday. He had just flew in Wednesday night.
Like, wasting money, man.
Yeah, I was like, that was a big waste of nothing for just 2 days of practice. And they was like, nope. And I thought he was okay in practice. He was dunking and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, he all right. And they was like, nah, we want something different. Like, I was like, man. And we must have did that 6 times that year. So we had like, he must have cut about 16 guys that year in 1 year span. Or 16
One
guys
year.
that got cut or quit the team. So by the end of the year, we was playing basically with 7 guys.
7 guys. Oh, shit.
Yeah, we won the championship with 7 guys that year. You know what I'm saying? The whole Highland championship was 7. Yeah. When all those guys got cut, my minutes like
Went up.
like I was averaging say 25. That shit went up to like 38. I was playing like, dude, I was the skinniest I ever been in my life, dude, because I was playing so many minutes every game. You know what I'm saying?
You think that the whole game?
Yeah. No, I really only like he would play me the whole first quarter. I would sub out for a minute in the second. He would play me from 9 minutes to 0, play the whole third, and then in the fourth, he would sit me 1 minute, and then I'll go in from 9 to 0.
That's it.
Yeah, that was it the whole game. I was playing the most. I was leading the league by, like they show minutes per game, like
Yeah,
from
you really.
I was leading the league by like 5 minutes. I was like, yeah, bro. So I got you on that one. So you go to Croatia right after coming back from Brazil, right? So how was Croatia? I know it's a strong league. So how was that?
Yeah, yeah. Croatia was one of the better leagues I went to.
Yeah.
Started playing there. Um, that's when COVID happened.
Ah, okay.
So, so started playing there, was playing pretty good, and then COVID came. So everybody had us to go back home and everything. And the luckiest thing I did was they had offered me an extension. And I'm like, I wonder, should I take it or not? Should I see if I could go somewhere else? But then I speak to my agent. He was like, COVID happened. The world is in a pandemic right now. You might as well just secure your job right now. So I did that. Like I just signed the extension for the next year. So went back home. Practice when I can, practice when I could, and then when the next year started, I went straight back to Croatia for my second year. Yeah, my second year. Did pretty good there. Made it to my first playoffs in my freaking pro season. We played against Zagreb. We got kicked out, and then from Croatia, I came to Switzerland.
Okay. So you was in Switzerland. For some reason, I thought you was in Sweden, but Switzerland's a good league too.
Yeah, Switzerland.
Yeah, it's a good league. I know teams got money. That watch money. They got that watch money. Yeah. See,
Tito.
yeah. You think I
Tito
don't know?
Duarte.
I know, and I know. They got that watch money.
Damian Lillard.
Yeah, see, they got that. They got that. Yeah, they got that watch money. I know. So you've been in obviously Switzerland for 3 years now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, are you on one of the like your first year? Was you on the same team? You've been on the same team for the last 3 years?
No, my first year was I was on Team Lugano. They wasn't really that good. So the team that I'm on right now is a way better team. Like one of the top 4 teams in the league.
It
Top
would
4, top
seem
five
like it.
teams.
And how many foreigners can they have on the team in Switzerland?
Um, how much you got? We got four. Four.
Oh, 4 foreigners? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was in Holland, it was unlimited. So
Ooh,
yeah,
unlimited.
yeah, yeah. So some teams was basically a JC team. That's what made me think about it. Because they had like 6 Americans, 6 or 7 of them, and they all, I'm saying, they all played. They might have one Dutch guy or 2 Dutch, like
Yeah.
their team was Americans. I mean, you
Man,
probably know this. Yeah.
we have 4 foreigners and only 3 could play at a time.
Yeah. That's how Germany is. Is Germany? Or was it Romania for sure? But Germany's like that too. You got to have at least 3 Germans on the court at one time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but you have a lot of Americans, but only I think they got to be 3 Germans on the court.
Okay.
Yeah, but I remember playing against a team like that. Like this. Every team has a budget for the year, and so
Yeah.
like say they have $100,000, and some teams might spend $100,000 on like 2 great Americans. One makes 70,
Mm-hmm.
one makes 50 or whatever, or 50-50, or 70-30.
Yeah.
Or some teams that go the cheap route and pay like 4 guys 35,000 or 30,000. You know what I'm saying, for the year. Guys who are
Yeah.
like first year out, second year out, and they need that
Mm-hmm.
money. So that's how the team I saw in the league, they were like
Yeah.
first year, second year guys, and they all made like 2,000 a month, 3,000 a month. We were making like 8 or 9, my other American, but they were making 2 and 3, and it was just like a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, so you do well, you make it to the playoffs for the first time in Switzerland, right? And then you go to this team, which you're on now, and like I said,
No, no,
from
no.
looking at y'all. Oh, go ahead.
Made it to the playoffs in Croatia, and then went to Switzerland. But my first year in Switzerland, I didn't make it to the playoffs at all.
Oh, okay. Then the next year you made it.
Yeah. The next year when I signed, because I left Lugano and I signed with Neuchâtel, and then I made it to the playoffs last year. Yeah, last year.
Okay, and is this another team this year or a different team?
No, same team, same team,
Same
same
team. Okay,
Neuchâtel.
okay. And then y'all just added different players from last year?
Yeah, like we added three new players. Like the core came back, and we just added 3 new players.
Okay. And that right now you're one of the top teams in Switzerland.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So right now it is March, end of March. So the season should be wrapping down pretty soon. Ends in April.
Yeah, well, actually, we start our first playoff game Tuesday coming because I think they had to cut like the season short because Switzerland was qualifying for the
Oh, the
Olympics or something
Olympics.
like that.
Yeah.
So we had to cut some games and we had to cut some shit short. So like the first playoff game is in Tuesday coming.
Okay, what you guys number 1 seed, number 2 seed?
Nah, we number 5, 5, yeah, number 5.
Oh, so 4 versus 5?
Yeah,
All right. Do you think you guys can win the championship?
but I think we could. Shit, if we play like how we know how to play, like I ain't seen no reason why we shouldn't win.
I got you.
We match up pretty good with everybody. The only problem is just execute.
I got you. So obviously this is, after this season, you'll be your 5th year. done with playing professional basketball. Do you have like anything you're thinking about anything else like in the future besides ball, or is this like I'm gonna just rock it? I'll think about that when the time comes. Do you have a time when you want to retire or anything like that?
Um, I do have a couple of things that I do be thinking in mind, and I do got a couple of things that I want to do. So, like I give myself until like 35, 36. But I could say that, and then 35, 36 coming, I'll be like, man, I still want to play like for another 2 or 3 years. Every hooper know like you never want to stop hooping. You always feel like you good and you better than somebody.
Agreed.
So like me personally, like I give myself like 35, 36, and then I could say, well, yeah, I'll hang it up. I do want to get into like owning a small business, doing something by the side. So I do have that in the back of my mind. I do be like reading and studying about those stuff like from time to time. But the main focus is your basketball right now.
No, of course, of course. I mean, I just, for me, it was like, and when I pooped, it was like all about ball. I didn't really think about retirement. I thought I was gonna play till like I was 40. What I'm saying? Like seriously, I thought there was this dude in Spain at the time. He was like 40, I want to say 41 or 42, something like that. He came off the bench. He was an American. He had been in Spain for so long. He was a citizen, and he played on Marc Gasol's team. That's why I played. That's Marc Gasol. The year right before the year right before he went to the Memphis Grizzlies. So we played him in FILA Cup. He was in the FILA Cup, and we made it to like the next. We won our bracket. We upset BC Kiev of Ukraine, and won our bracket, and then went to the next round and played against them. And like I said, Marc Gasol was this when he was like 350, huge, unstoppable, and I had to guard him. Yeah, he was. If he wanted to score 40, he could have. You know what I'm saying? Because he was so big, and he could shoot it, and he could do pass it. But he would only get like 14 points, like 10 rebounds, 7 assists. He was that. Doing that. He just had. He didn't want to score 30 like that. He just wanted to like do his thing. And plus, they had a ridiculous team. Of him and European dudes, and like I said, the American dude. But he was like, man, if you want to hoop till you 40, you can. I do it. I'm an agent too. I'm like, that's what I want to do. I want to hoop till I'm 40 and be like the rah-rah guy. But it wasn't in the case for me. I got injured really bad, and it's getting ready for a season, missed a season. And then at the end, it just like the money, because once you get injured bad and you miss a year, the money's never the same.
Bullshit at you. They start throwing bullshit at you, man.
And that's what happened. Yep. Like I basically had to not start from scratch, but let's just say a little bit above scratch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like with the money I started with, I got a little bit more money than that. And it just never was the same after I got injured. After I missed a year, it just never was like, you know what I'm saying? So it just never was the same.
That's why I be telling like everybody who like hoop out here, Europe and stuff. No matter like if you're young, like you're just coming in, like you don't want to take a year off. So you don't want to do that. Because the next year, man, they gonna downplay you so bad.
No, you start off, you be like, like I built my thing up. It took me about 6 years to build it up.
Man,
and then I missed a year, and then like that shit was like,
you go back to 0.
Yeah,
you go back to 0, man. Yep. Well, like I'll tell anybody this, like you do not want to start a year and be like, oh, I'm gonna come back Europe next year. I'm gonna just cool off for a year and practice and do something else. You might as well stay over there.
I agree. Okay. What's the best thing about being in overseas compared to being in the States? Like as far as like anything that you I know you obviously you're from the island, so take out the island.
Yeah.
Just saying like Europe to the States.
I'll say the way how they. Well, for me, like I've been fortunate to be on some good teams and being around some good people for the past 5 years. that I
Mm-hmm.
play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I've never experienced nothing bad or nothing negative or no racist, like none of that. All my stuff has been like smooth sailing for the past 5 years that I've been playing pro. So in terms of like playing basketball from here, the difference from here to the United States, um, man, it's harder here. Man, it's harder here, man. The
No,
fouls they call it here and the fouls they call in the States, man, it's two totally different type of things, man.
man.
Out here, if you're not strong, man, they're gonna play you for pussy.
Man, like I can tell you, people don't realize that I was like, I tell people because people ask me all the time, how was it physicalness compared Europe to the States? I'm like, Europe is way more physical, way more.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
Man,
if they don't want like in Europe, they don't want like 130 to 120 games. They don't want
no,
a
no.
basketball, you know.
You saying 60, 68, 70, 78 or something, or even 50. 50
Yeah,
going into like 50 to like 70 or something like that. Like it's way harder to score here than in the US.
yeah. Because out here, they know. I mean, out in Europe, they know how to flop, they know how to grab, they know how to hold, they know how to do all
Man,
that dirty stuff,
they know all the tricks in the books,
all
man.
the tricks, man. So my first
All the
year,
tricks.
I must have averaged like 3 charges a game because they knew how to, they knew how to just flop and then grab me and pull me on top of them. And the refs will fall for this shit all the time.
Exactly. And man, from you beat your defender, tell yourself you got like two other defenders coming right up for you to beat again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you
Yep,
don't
I
give
agree
that
with you.
ball up, man, if you don't give that ball up, man, I'm telling you, man, it's way harder to score in the US than to fucking score here, man.
No,
It's
I
way
agree.
harder.
I agree. I agree. All right. Well, I got two more questions and then we're finished.
All
Now,
right.
this is one of them. Based on your experience, what would be the best advice for the next generation of player? Like, say you have a son, and
Mm-hmm.
he wants to come and play in Europe. What would be or play and follow your footsteps of what you did? What would be your best advice for him?
Man, I would tell him watch the game from early. Like I would tell him to watch Europe game
Mm-hmm.
more than the NBA. Learn the fundamentals first.
Mm.
Learn the fundamentals. Whether you like Kobe, whether you like LeBron from the States, whether you like them like Kevin Durant, like you can like them, but go learn the fundamentals in Europe first, and
Mm.
then you come back and bust their ass.
It makes
Once
sense.
you
I'll
know,
tell you that.
man, once you know the footwork, man, once you know the footwork and the technique and the angles, hey man, like, ain't nobody stopping you.
True. Facts. I would 100% agree with you on that. Now, my last question would be this, and I ask everybody this. At one point in your career, your life, everybody goes through low points. Uh,
Yeah.
when you were at your lowest point, what got you out of it? Was it God? Was it family? Was it both? Or was it your friends? How did you get out of your lowest point?
My lowest point was I would say my lowest point was in Lugano. That was my lowest point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was averaging probably 18 and 10, but man, I was depressed because we was just losing every damn game. Like, we couldn't win. So like that was one of my lowest points. But I had like a good friend in Lugano. Up until this day, he's like one of my good friends. He named Michael Humphrey, and like he been in Switzerland for like the past 7, 8 years. So like he used to always talk to me, man, like just take this as an opportunity to go somewhere else. You here to build your reputation, put in good stats, of course, try to win, of course, but
Mm-hmm.
just use it as a stepping stone and remember someone's always watching. So if you wanna make some good money or if you wanna do something good, just remember someone good is watching. So always give 100% every day. So this one guy, Markel, man, like he used to get me at the pub, like every time, and like he was one guy like I would talk to like on a daily basis because I mean we teammates and we live close to each other. Like my apartment is upstairs, he's downstairs. Like I will come down to him when I'm stressed, freaking going crazy. I will go to him and talk to him and talk to him about everything, man, life, everything. Because like he's way older than me for sure. Like he's what 36. Yeah, so like he's way older than me. So I would just go to him and just get as much advice as I could get and just try to soak in as much information I could from him. So that was one guy who really helped me through one of my darkest times. Switzerland, like my first year in Switzerland, even if I was averaging 18 and 10 and all them shit like that, but I was depressed, like really
Yeah.
depressed.
Yeah, I feel you. It happens like that, man. Sometimes, you just be sitting out because I lived in Estonia, so we was in the blizzard sometimes, ultimate cold. It'd be like -10 outside. And like I remember one day it was a blizzard, man. Like just like I felt like it was just the storm that never stopped. I'm looking outside, it's cold as shit. I'm just like, damn, man, I don't want to do this no more. The money ain't worth it, man. I want to go back home. I'm sitting there, like playing PlayStation and like just bored out of my mind. It just, yeah. But yeah, like you said, it just kind of it has ebbs and flows with it.
Yeah. Sure.
But no, just obviously always ask just to see what how people deal with the hard times. But want to say thank you, my bro. Please, shout out like your Instagram and stuff where people can find you. And even, I know if people want to look up where he's at, you can always go to Eurobasket and type in Switzerland, he's one of the top teams and they'll show like information, but he can give his personal page. If you look at his personal Instagram page, he has, highlights of him dunking on people, giving them the stare and all that stuff. That's that's what I saw it. I was like, okay, he a hooper. I need to get him on the show. Please shout out your information.
Or you can find me on IG at Arkim Robertson _. Yeah, you can find me there.
All right, well, there you go. And he's official, folks. He has about 10K followers, maybe more now, maybe like 12K. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't checked it, but he doing his thing, man. Like I said, I think he's going to continue his career and to be successful. And like I still have a bone to pick with him with Fullerton and Long Beach State. But you know what? We'll still be cool, despite that. We'll still be cool despite that. But we want to say thank y'all for listening. You can follow me at Travis W. Reed, REED, Travis W. on Instagram and Facebook. I post all my social media on both those sites. Also, you can follow my YouTube channel as well. It's in my bio on my YouTube page. I mean, on my Instagram page, and it'll be in the description, in description of this show. So, like I said, follow Athlete's Journey on YouTube. The video of all these shows is coming up steadily, and we continue to grow this. So, appreciate y'all. We'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
Yes, sir.